Hello guys, my name is Mohammed Shahzad and you're watching my YouTube channel. And today we are going to do a lab which is related to SQL Always On, and with the multi-subnets. We will see how it works and we will do everything in one lab. So stay tuned with me. You're gonna enjoy this lab, and you can make this lab on your home as well, on your laptop if it has enough resources, or on your any lab infrastructure, you can make this lab. So let's go for the next slide. I will show you the topology. If we go to our next slide, here is the topology which I make for this multi-subnet always on. A lot of comments was there on my previous videos which I make for the related to always on. And they said if we have one another node I want to add from a remote office, how we can do that, and try to make give us a one lab scenario where we can. So today I've decided to make a one lab, so we can make this lab fully functional today, and I will install every piece, and the guys who know how to install Active Directory, they can might skip the video till the next level for the nodes, and the guys who don't have installed before, stay tuned with me, so you're gonna enjoy this full lab. Okay, so this is in this topology. If you see, we have a one Active Directory, which is must for the cluster. And you guys know that always on use a Microsoft Windows failover cluster. And for the failover and AG rollback to the other nodes. And then we have two nodes, primary replica and the secondary replica. These two we will make in our Islamabad office. And we have one switch here, and for connecting to the remote office in Peshawar, we have our router here. And then we have a switch in Peshawar office and third replica, which will be the secondary replica for the replica for the SQL Server Always On AG group. So we will install. And this one will be a totally different subnet. For example, if we have a subnet here, like we'll give a 10.10.10.2, and we will give this one as a 3. Sorry, we'll go this one as a 3 IP address, and we'll go this one as a 4. Okay, and our router side, we will have a subnet connected here, which will be 1. And similar way, we'll connect another one, uh, this one with 11. I'll make it 11. Okay, and then another one will make it this one as a 11.2. Okay, so this will be the IP addresses we're gonna use in our whole infrastructure, and then we will do that lab. So hope you guys have understand the topology, how we'll make, because this is 11 is totally a separate subnet and 10 is totally a separate subnet. And this will be a 24 subnet mask. The people who confused might they think this is a class A, but no, we will bring it to class C with the multi-subnetting. Okay, we'll stick to 24-bit, and this is the way it will be. Like for example, it will be 255.255.255.0. This is 24. Okay, 8 plus 8 16 and plus 8 24 bits. So it will be a mask. Okay, so guys, understand this one. Let's go. I'm gonna tell you how I made this full lab, and I'm going to use this lab in our VMware workstation, because my laptop have enough resources to accommodate all these 5 machines. When I say 5 machines, this one machine, second, third, fourth, and fifth machine. For the router, how we'll install a router on a VM workstation? There is a one, open source routing image is available. We call VYOS. We will install here, and here will be like our ETH0 in the router. We'll connect with this one, ETH0, and then another one will be ETH1. Like we'll configure the ETH1 here. Okay, so this one will be our router. We'll install a virtual machine. It will give us a function as a router, and then we another virtual machine. So one, two, three, four, five virtual machines will be there on our VMware workstation. Another thing, how we'll manage the switches in our VMware workstation. So if you see, I gave this name VMNet 10, and I gave to this one as a VMNet 11. So this one will be our switches, and these one will be the VMNet 10 and 11 we will use. Okay, we another one. So I will install Windows 2000 Win 2022 servers on all these machines. And for some time, it is required for internet. And then we will add another VMNet to give the direct internet, and we'll upgrade our iOSs. So make sure your Windows 2022 server is fully upgraded and fully updated with the online updates. So then we'll start the Microsoft SQL servers installations. So let's go, and we'll go direct jump into the VMware workstation. I'll go and just click here and open my VMware workstation. So I'll show you a little bit. So see the VMware workstation totally blank. We are going to install everything. First, we will install our Active Directory, and then we will install our VYOS machine. Then we'll install SQL Server Node 1. Then we'll install SQL Server Node 2. And then we'll do some routing parts, and then we will install some, uh, third replica, and then we'll install SQL servers when they are all reachable from each other. Let's go and install first our Active Directory server. I will just go into the home, create a new machine, next, and I will install the operating system later. Sometimes this one is giving error, so I'm always doing in the later. Next, I will just tell this is a Windows machine, and we are going to install Windows Server 2022. If I have, yes, here it is. Next, and here it will be our, you can say DC01. Okay, it's an Active Directory, and DC together. Next, and enough. This is 60 GB is more than enough. This one, and memory is also, and network adapter is also, but I will change later this network adapter to our as per our topology with the VMNet 10, which is our VMNet 10. Okay, so I will go finish, and our this machine is ready, and we're gonna edit the virtual machine. I'll go back to CD first, and we will install an image, which is our 22 trial edition, evaluation edition. You can download this evaluation edition from Microsoft website. And secondly, we will do our network to which we decided 11 or 10. Sorry, let's see. Yeah, this is 10. So all these three machines with the VMNet 10 together. Host only. Okay, VMNet 10. Okay. Okay. So I will start and installing the image here. Okay, started. So let's install another one. Like meanwhile, it's parallelly. I don't want to waste time for you guys. We will install these machines parallelly. So let this is run first, and meanwhile we can install another machine, which will be our uh, replica next, which will be our VYOS. So we'll go for VYOS. This machine, I will install this, or later we will. Let's go for second SQL and third node, then we'll do VYOS. Okay, later, same, yes, we'll say SQL dash node 01. Next, 60 GB is enough. Next, 2 GB is enough. Finish. Okay, same thing we will do. We'll add this one to VMnet 10, and we will give the iOS same, finish, and power on. So okay, this is also gone started. Let's make the third one, SQL Server Node 2. Okay, Node 02, next, next, finish, and then we'll create changes. And this one is 10, and we'll install the evaluation version. Okay, and let's start the. Okay, so these three machines are running on the parallel. So we'll check the first Active Directory. Okay, we are here. Next, install, and we'll go to the second node. Next, and install. We'll go to the third one. It's running. Go back to the Active Directory. So I have resources on my. Yeah, I can show you my laptop task manager. It's a 32 GB RAM and i7 CPU. Uh, so still utilization C is very low. So we'll go for standard edition desktop experience. Next, same with go this one, standard, next. So guys, if I'm doing a parallel because I want to save some time, it will, okay. So next, this one, next, apply, next. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, and then third node also, next. Okay, okay. Okay, so these are the third node. One, two, three is going on. So meanwhile, we will add our router also, the this one, this guy, and then we will add the third node also. Let's go create a virtual machine. Next, next. This time we'll install Linux. I can choose. There is a one, 64 others. Debian, Debian 5. Because I have that version. You can choose anyone, but the in the I call router. Okay, 20 GB is enough, and 2 GB RAM is enough. Finish. Okay, so as you know, we have only it's by default one Ethernet. But if you see our topology, we need two Ethernets, one and two. One will be 0 and one will be 1. So this one is the 0, and we will add another one. Add another network adapter, finish. Okay, so this one first will be connected to our VMnet 10, and second will be connected to VMnet 11. Okay, so VMnet 10 and 11, if you see our topology, this router is connected to VMnet 10, one leg, and one is connected to VMnet 11. Okay, so these two switches is connected to both ways. So we'll take it there, and we'll choose our iOS. I already have downloaded the VY This one is the VY If you guys just type in the Google, you will find this one, and just 1.5 rolling edition ISO. I'm using this. Okay, it's written VY this edition name ISO dot ISO file. Okay, and Okay. And we will power on this machine. Later, let's check this one. It's running now. This one also proceeding. This one also proceeding. So let's proceed with the router as well. Okay, started. By the way, this VY iOS is very nice uh, machine. You can use it as a firewall or you can use it as a router. It will give you all the capabilities. Okay, until this is gonna boot, one machine is remaining. Let's proceed with this one also, the third node. So we'll go in here, we'll create a machine. Next, next, Microsoft SQL Server 2022, and we will call it SQL node 03. Next, next, and finish. Let's change the adapter first, and then, okay, this one will be VMnet 11, and let's install the iOS. Okay, power on. Okay, so all five machines are running. One, two, three, four, and five. Let's see the Active Directory. Yeah. The first thing we will check after the machines are ready, we'll check our reachabilities. We'll configure our network. First, we'll configure this guy, or we'll configure these two guys with the this one with our IP addresses. We have IP addresses here, 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 and then we'll configure this guy. It's running, it's running. Router is here, and this one will proceed. The third node, install. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, these are going. We'll go here. Okay. The default login name and username and password is VYIOS. Same. Username is VYOS. Password is also VYOS. This is booted from the, if you see, it's booted from the default, which we loaded into our works into the virtual machine. This is running from the iOS CD drive. We want to install this on a as a local machine. So I will just type install image, enter. So it will start installing iOS as a machine. Right now, this operating system VYiOS is running from the CD drive. So we want to install on the virtual machine with hard drive, which is 60 GB, 20 GB. We gave it during the creation that virtual machine. So we will install this. Would you like to continue to install the commit? Yes, we will. Yes, and enter. So it will go install. And so what would you like to name this image? Leave it. We'll go default. This is the same name. And he said, please enter a password for the VYOS user. So now we have to change the password. So I'll go with my default password. And he will ask retype, please. Enter. And they say what console should be using for this one. Serial is okay by default. We can put SSH also. Okay, and now which one should be used for the installation? Default, yes. Disk is default. We have 20 GB. You see the drive. So same we will use as a default. Enter. I say installation will delete all data on your device. Yes, we know it's a blank. Yes, and enter. Would you like to use all the free space on the drive? Yes, we are not planning anything else. It's as a router. Yes. And now it's creating a partition and it will install the, our machine. Will default is boot is okay. And now it will start creating image and files. And it is install the operating system on the CD, on the hard drive. And this is the installation. Okay, the image is installed successfully. Please reboot. Okay, we'll go reboot, enter. And are you sure? Yes. Now our operating system will start from the drive. Okay. See now, before there was a different. It was started from the CD drive. Now it's starting from the hard drive. Meanwhile, it's booting up. Meanwhile, we'll check the other server statuses. So let's go this one. We could just install. Wow, we are near to ready. Will give us the passwords. Next, and we'll go for this one also. And the other node, enter. Router is getting up. This one is the last we started. Let's go. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, next. And it will start installation. The last node will started late. Okay, let's go this one. Wow. So I will mount, uh, you know, uh, there is the install uh, VMware tools. This one is also ready. We'll install VMware tools. Third one also ready. We'll install VMware tools. When it's ready, I'll go there. Okay, so we'll send all control del here. Okay, second node. Okay, third node. Sorry, the SQL second node. Okay, our router is ready. Let's see. PYOS. Password we. Okay, our router is here. If we say show interface Ethernet, and you can see ETH0 and ETH1 all blank. Okay, so first by one, I don't want to make you guys confused. Let's go for the third one is installing. Let's go to the first Active Directory and install the node, the VMware tool. So we have nice graphics and other stuff ready. Okay, VMware tool is mounted. Let's go to the second one also. So VMware tools are mounted. Let's go to the third one also. So VMware tools are mounted. Okay, Active Directory. Here is the VMware tools. Next, 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 install. Just next, next for the VMware tools. Next, next, install. Next, next, install. This one is still the Windows going on. And let's go back. Okay, nice. Now we are with the bigger screen, nice graphics, finish and reboot. Let's go node 1, second also install, very nice, finish and reboot. Third one, finish and reboot. This is our router. Fifth one is also getting the operating system. Let it reboot and we'll install the third node as a SQL third node also with the VMware tools. So let's wait for this one. Okay, Active Directory, we'll go for password. We'll prepare this one for the Active Directory. This one also will give a password. So, okay, third one also we can give a password. Let it be login, and we'll change the host names for all these, and we'll give the IP addresses. So first is our Active Directory. If we go in our topology, so this is the machine, we'll give the name, and we will give home lab, homelab.local as a domain controller. Domain will be homelab.local, and the computer host name will be DC101. Okay, so we'll change DC01, and then we will configure the Active Directory. And this one will be a SQL node 01, SQL node 02, and SQL node 03. So rest of the things we will do same as it is. Let's go to our Active Directory. First come first. Okay, local computer. See, the name is default. So first two, three things. I will close this IPv6, and I will give an IP address to our this machine. So IPv6 uncheck. 4 will go here and give an IP address. As you guys know, 10.10.10.2. 1 will be our router. So router gateway will be 10.10.1. Okay. So this. Okay. 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 So our IP is changed. Refresh. Don't show me this message again. Okay, IP is changed. Secondly, we'll turn off the firewall because it's a lab environment, and you can put the, if you know the different your port numbers, everything, then you can do it. And in the private here, this one here. Okay, our firewall will be off. Okay. Third, we'll change the name for this. As we know, this is our DC1, this is 01. Okay. And let it back. Then we'll install our domain controller features on this uh, Active Directory. Okay. Similar, we'll go to the second one. Okay. Local. First, we'll change the IP address. This is SQL node 1. 3, and we have subnet 24-bit, and the gateway is also 1. And you know, this is a member machine, so we will give the DNS. So DNS will be our second, which is our Active Directory here. So I'm giving the IP address. This one also. Okay, done. Refresh. So you can see the saying multiple IPs. No. Okay. So we have 3, and let's turn off the firewall as well. Okay, the firewall is also off. Let's go change the name. So this is SQL node 01. Okay, so this is SQL node 01. Okay, let it do it. Okay, finish, restart. Let's go to the third one. It's SQL node second. First, we'll change the IP addresses and check this one, and the IP address is 10.10.10.4 because 1 is router, 2 is Active Directory, 3 is node 1, and this one will be a 4. Okay, and the gateway is a router, and DNS is the second Active Directory. Okay, okay, okay. Close. Refresh. So this one and firewall will go off. Sorry, my birds are under my back. They are noisy. My apologies. Okay, so we have this one, and let's go for change the time zone also. We'll go for Pakistani time zone, Islamabad, Karachi. Okay, okay, and change the computer name. SQL-node 02. Okay, and let's reboot. Okay, okay, restart. This one meanwhile is back. We will also do a time zone change. This one also will do a time zone change. Let's see this one. This is ready. Okay, this one is also ready. We'll change the time zone for these two nodes also, and then we'll start the. Okay, this is ready. I'll mount the VMware tools for the third node as well. Okay. Okay. So all good. GC name is changed. Firewall is off. Time zone will change. Islamabad, Karachi. Okay. Okay. This one is also okay. So time zone will change. Islamabad, Karachi. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's done. Let's back to the Active Directory. And this one is ready here. We'll meanwhile install this the node third as our tools. Next, 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 next. It will install and then restart. Meanwhile, we'll come back and check the Active Directory if we can ping these three nodes, because these all three nodes, Active Directory, SQL Node 1 and Node 2 should be pinged because they are in a same network. See, a network with the 10. Okay, so 2, 3, 4 they can ping each other, and we'll try. If I go to my Active Directory, CMD, I'll pin to the desk taskbar, and let's see if we can ping ipconfig first. sys2 10.10.10.1. Let's see if we can ping the gateway. No, because we didn't configure the gateway yet. We didn't touch our router, so it will not ping. Let's go to the 3, which is SQL node. We can reach to third node, SQL 01, and we can reach to 4 as well because it's also in the same network. But we cannot reach to the fourth, which will be 11.11.2 because it's a different subnet and we didn't configure yet. If we go here, let it be boot. Okay, so this is okay. So let's fix the gateway also, and if we can see if we can ping the gateway or not. Ping config. I will put a continuous ping 10.10.10.1. Let's see if it is pingable or not. So now we will go in our router. We can see we can ping from here Active Directory to node 2 1 SQL and node 2. We can ping easily, but we cannot ping this gateway because we didn't configure yet on the router. Each 0 we need to configure here. Okay. So let's go back to our router, and we can see each0 doesn't have any. So I will just type config, okay, config, enter. I'm inside the hash mode. So I will say set interface ethernet eth uh, internet eth0 address 10.10 dot sorry numlock is on 10.10.10.1/24 my subnet enter. So I put it, and now I will say commit enter, and I will do save, and let's see Active Directory can reach or not now, because it's see we have a reply from gateway. That's very simple. So we have a reply from the gateway. Now we are reachable to our router. So topology is that from this way, from this switch, we can ping this address in the router. Okay, great. So let's go to the last one. SQL, we'll fix this one as well. Then we'll fix the network. Meanwhile, I'll come back on this Active Directory and we'll start adding the features, the Active Directory features and roles. Next, next. The two roles we have required to promote this one is domain controller, secondly our DNS server. Okay, and next, 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 simple install. So let it be installed, and we'll fix the third node. We are here. Okay, the third node, we will change the IP addresses same like others. Okay, so third node, we have, as you guys know, we have 11 subnet dot 2 and 10.10, oh sorry, 255.255.0. Gateway will be 11.1. Okay, but domain controller will be same. So we have a domain controller. Recommended is you can install another virtual machine, the second domain controller on the Peshawar site, but we are using only one domain controller. It's a lab environment, so it's okay. So I'll give the same as a 2-hour domain controller Active Directory for this node as well. But in the real production environment, you should have additional domain controller on the local side. So, and then put the replication between the domain controllers. Okay, okay. So we have set this. I'll go for turn off the firewalls for this node. She's alone on the shower. Okay, collect. Okay, so this one is done. Secondly, what we'll do, we'll change the name. SQL-node03. SQL-node03. Okay, and we will do okay, close, restart. Okay. So meanwhile, this is restarting, and this is also our still DS installing. Okay, successfully installed, finished. So it's asking for promote. See the DNS and AD files are here. So we'll promote this server as a domain controller. Is installed. These are the features, and we'll promote this server as a domain controller. We'll create a new forest home lab dot local. Next. Okay, good. We'll go with the restore mode password. Okay. next, next, and we will go for install. So wait, it's checking if the same name is not on the network. Next, 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 checking the prerequisite. If it is green, we'll good to go for the installation. Checking the DNS and other prerequisites. Firewall issues there. It's asked for a warning. It will not be our error. Okay, all prerequisite checks are passed successfully. Next and install. So let it install. It will take a little time. So meanwhile, we are here. We'll keep it here because we need to join this one to the Active Directory. This one also we need to join. And this one is here. Back with the things. Okay, so as we know, we saw that this side we configure all this is pingable, but from this side, it's one, we have to give the IP address 11.1, and we need to give an IP address for this node as well. So let's go back, the last node. We already have an IP address. Node is changed, IP address is changed. Let's see if we can ping the router. IP config, first come default gateway cannot ping, so we'll fix the router first. Okay, we'll go and say same set interface Ethernet ETH1 address will be 10.10.11.1/24 enter commit and save. Let's see our this third is pinging to the gateway. Yes, see, we can ping to the gateway. That's it. And if we see our routers, I will come out and will show you guys the configuration. Show interface Ethernets. See, the both have both ways we have IP addresses. So this is good, and we can ping this one. And let's see if we can ping from here to our domain controller, which is 10.2. Voila, see the routing is going on. Now we can ping to our domain controller from the third node. This is routing is going on as soon as we give two addresses to this one and this side routing is going on. Yeah, now we can ping from this is equal to the gateway and as well as to this Active Directory. And let's see if we can reach to the third and fourth as well. We'll go and we'll go for like 3. Yes, it can reach to the third. Wow, great. And fourth. So connectivity is done. Our network is ready from Peshawar to Islamabad and Islamabad to Peshawar. And we'll see from Active Directory if we can ping our this node. We can ping our Peshawar node. Let's see, ping 10.10.10. Sorry, this which is 11. Yes, we can reach to Peshawar very easily. Okay, great. So this is the done. Now wait for the Active Directory and we'll join these guys as a members for these all the labs will join these all three as a member domain members and then ready to install SQL Server the main path. So we have a foundation, two offices, and now we will go for the SQL Server always on. This lab is ready for that. Okay, meanwhile, we'll check if we have a SQL server so we can mount that. And uh, let's see, edit settings, or we need to copy on the local, but hopefully we have a SQL Server 2019 English ISO. Yes, we have. So I will mount here, and the second node also we will mount, and third node we will also mount our SQL Server here. Here we go. Okay. And the third node I will also add because we need to install SQL Server. Before that, one more features after joining a domain, we need to enable Windows failover cluster on these nodes, and that would be another feature we required. So let's see, this domain is okay. We are now with Home Lab Administrator account. That's great. Okay, so I'll bring them here. DNS. I'll bring in the taskbar. Active Directory. Users and computers. I'll bring it on a taskbar. And CMD. I'll bring it on a taskbar. Okay, it's already there. Okay, so no need to open again. This one, close, close. Let's see our Active Directory. Okay, we have Active Directory view for the advanced features. Okay, here we go. We have computers, we have domain controllers only one. And let's see the DNSs. If it is good, we'll make a reverse also. The PTR. Okay, good. This one is P1 and reverse lookup zoom we don't have. We'll create next, 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 which is 10.10.10, and we'll create another one. Okay, which will be a new zone. Next, 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 next. 10.10.11. We have two. Okay, so two network, two sites. Okay, so this is good, 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 good to go. Let's go for this node and join the domain. More group will change domain home lab dot local. Great. Join. Okay, okay, okay. Restart. Let's join the second one as well. Great. Okay. Great. 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 Yes, let's join the third one. The Peshawar node. Great. Welcome. Welcome. Restart. Go. Okay, guys, we have three nodes here now. Hopefully, in the computer, all three will come here when they are logged in. See, all three nodes are as the domain members. First SQL Server is here. Get back, and we'll log in. Make sure you are logging with the home lab. And the other node also, we are logging in with the home lab, not a local. The last one also log in with the enter. Okay, so active directory is here, this node is here. Let's install another feature. This is Microsoft Failover feature, which is required for always on. So some are installing after it, and some are installing before the installing the SQL Server. I'll go for Microsoft Failover cluster. Next, finish, install. This one also. We'll go for the second one. SQL Failover cluster. Next, install. This one also will go for cluster. Next, 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 next. This one, next, install. Okay, first one is installing. So all the prerequisites we have done. We have this one. Now we will start installing SQL Server, and the DNS is also refresh. All three nodes are here. Great. Okay, installation succeeded. Close, and let's go for the SQL if it is already mounted. Yes, let's see if it is running. Next one, it's also succeeded. Let's go for the SQL Server. Okay, and let's one by one. Okay, it's ready. We'll go installation, standalone, new, new SQL standalone installation. Okay, we'll go with the evaluation version. Next, accept, next, checking the prerequisites. Next, no need to check online updates. Next. Okay, one thing before it's proceeding, the one thing we need to do will make a failover cluster, which will be between these two. In the first failover cluster, we'll make first this one, and then later on we'll add this guy, because I don't want to add now. So later on, some of the scenarios, how if one always on group is running already and we need to add another replica, so we can learn that one also. So I'll go and create from first node, second node as a failover cluster. So I'll go in our main here, close this one, let it be run. I will choose next later, but the first we'll create a our failover cluster. So failover cluster AG group will need another IP address. We'll use 10.10.10.5 for Windows failover cluster, and we need another one 10.10.10.6 for SQL listener. Okay, so we need a SQL listener also. So 5 will give to Windows failover cluster and 6 will go to the listener. Okay, let's go. And what we were here, let's make a Windows failover cluster first. In the failover manager, this. Okay, so meanwhile, some of the uh, you know uh, permissions we need to do. I'll give on this because these two will make a object. These two, I will give permissions to these two computers. Directory, object is a computer. Search SQL, search. So first we will add here. I'll give them a full permission. Okay, let's see. And now create a failover cluster. Okay, so we'll browse the computers first, the first two nodes. Okay, next, do all the tests, next, and if it is all good, it will give us the to create a failover cluster. Okay, it's saying something wrong. What is wrong with that? Let's see the report, why the green is not there. Okay, first thing, network is okay, no problem. We don't need another additional network. There is another serious thing, this one. Teaming, no need. What else you have? Nothing. So what's wrong with this guy? Okay, this one is failed. Okay, the error is coming, the valid enable teamings and blah blah blah. Invalid namespace. Okay, firewalls are off. Let's see what is the issue with this to making okay, node 1. All right, okay, what is the issue with node 1? We'll check. Firewall is off. 3. What is the IP address here? Node 2. It's 4. Let's close this one. Yes, and then we'll start again. Let's run from this side and check if we have any problem with this side. Create, validate, and then create. Next, SQL plus two nodes together. Next, 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 next. Run the support again. We'll see. It's asking for nick teamings. We don't have any other nick there. Okay, there is one. Sometimes they are asking for add another one for the heartbeat, but one we will use only. But we need to upgrade our the servers, online updates, Windows update. If it is give an error again, I will go for updates and then I'll be back after updating the because it will take time. See, valid software update level is not correct. So my concern is this valid software update level. So might we need to update the software and then will this Microsoft Windows. So then we can go for the proceed for the next. So what I will do after this validation, I will cut down my video and I will online upgrade all three servers, SQL servers, or all four servers, including Active Directory, three nodes, and then I will be back with the continuing the video. See, so that's because of the problem is with C saying so we will upgrade the all three servers and then I'll get back to you guys. Hi guys. Okay, I'm back. I have updated all the Active Directory servers with the latest updates on the all four servers. So now we are okay, good to go. We will do one more thing. We'll add one hard disk in this for the our E drive, which will we use for the for databases. Next and save, create, and we'll add for 20G. It's enough. We'll put a small the databases on this. Let's go to the second one. Okay, the second one, we'll install another one here, also 20G, one disk. Next, finish. And in the third, we will also install another 20G here. Add, next, 20, next, finish. Okay. Okay, so we'll go here, do not this one. Third, this one, we'll do it later. Let's go for these, and we'll go for make the drive ready. We'll make it E, computer management. Let's go here also, computer management. Okay, disk management. Here also disk management. Okay, we have 20G here. This one will use the databases for the databases. We'll use drive letter for maybe A, SQL drive, DB. And mostly people use 64K for SQL databases. So we'll go for that one also. We'll go for A, SQL DB, 64K, next, finish. Okay, so we have a DB drives on the both. Let's do again our failover cluster. So if we have any error or warning, we'll proceed for the cluster. Okay, let's validate and then first to first we'll make because they're in the same network. Good. Next, and check. So if there is an error, we'll start creation validate. We'll start creating a cluster. So test is running. We have added, hard drives, one extra hard drives here, A, and here also we have added another hard drive, which is A for the DBs, AG group. You can choose any drive letter, but I make it A. So see the updation, see the validating software update level. Hopefully it will pass. Still there was some update things, so which is required. I just installed that one. This is our Active Directory. I will meanwhile log in this Active Directory also. Restarted after the updates. 75% is this. Disk lists are okay. Test pass. Okay, passed. So see now our all tests are passed. So hopefully it will let us create the cluster. So if you're getting the something errors or like that, just upgrade your system because some of the files required for operating systems to perform a cluster. That's good. It will give us the heartbeat network error. We will ignore it. We are using one network only, but in the production, you guys can use heartbeat also. Um, so networks is okay. We can uh, ignore that network. See, now there is no error. Everything is success. We can perform. Let's create a cluster, finish, and now it will perform a cluster. So we'll go Windows failover cluster, and we'll give a IP address. We already decided we will give a IP address Windows failover 5. So we'll choose 5 here. Same network. Next. Okay, no need to add the disk because in SQL always on, we are not adding any disk. Okay, it's successful. You can see I will do a stretch and our nothing nodes are okay. Both are healthy and up running. Resources nothing, and the cluster resources are up and cluster network is also up. So one more thing we will do in the, we'll check if the object is created in the computers. See this one, we'll give it a full control for all three our SQL servers. They're gonna modify and change here in this cluster. That's why I'm always giving this. Later on we're gonna add the third node, so I'm giving all three as a full permissions on this. Second one also full permissions, and third one also I'll give a full permissions on that. Thirdly, I'll on the computer objects are on this domain controller computer objects because this one will create AG groups. So I will give a full control this guy WFS to this guy. We already added. Let's go for another one, which is WSF. This guy, I'll give him also full control. Let's add the third one also. SQL, the third node also will give a full control as well. So both are good to go. Okay, so this is good. So let's now install our SQL Server on this guy. So we'll close and we'll run a SQL Server. And keep in mind, you just need an Enterprise Edition to install, SQL Server always on. The Standard Edition, other editions will not work. You must have an Enterprise Edition. No need to check. We don't have but in production you need to check the latest one, so after that you can have a good system. Okay, so we'll do next with evaluation. Accept the terms. Next, we'll install database engine, and here we'll choose our A. We'll change the directory for A. Okay, next. And default instance. Next. And okay, leave it this one, or you can add administrator account. So we can add browse. In best practices, you need to create another one. So we'll go for administrators. Okay, password. This one, the Indian also, as well as next. We'll go with the mix account. SA will also give a password. I will add my administrator also in the SQL. Install. So this one will install the SQL Server. And meanwhile, on the other side, we can start parallelly. Okay, go into the CD-ROM. Let's start. Okay, here also we'll install the SQL Server standalone. Evaluation edition. Next, accept the terms. Next, no need to check the updates. So meanwhile, this is installing here. So we'll copy our uh, Windows SQL Management Studio also. Um, Softwares, we have SQL Management, SSM. I think in the operating systems, I have somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Copy, and we'll go into the node 1, paste. Here. This one is also copying the SQL Management Studios for the management and connection. We'll install this one here and as well as on our second node. You can install on your workstation. And here also I'll copy, paste. And later on for the third node, we also need it. So let's copy at time there as well. Paste. Okay, this is here. We'll install Indian and we'll go on A drive. A, A, next. Okay, default instance. Okay, we'll use same our administrator account for the services. Okay, password. Next, we'll go for mixed mode, add current user as well. Next, install. Okay, so let's see, this one is near to complete. And this one is also running. Meanwhile, third one will check if there is any, we added a drive or no. I think we added. Sorry, go to the computer management and see if the drive is already added. Yes, we added, and we'll make it ready as well. So let's go for A. Next, SQL DB drives. Default is 64K. Next, and healthy. Okay, this is the later part. First, we'll check. Okay, so our SQL Server is installed, finish. Here is done. So I will run the Management Studio as well. Install. Here we'll see it's still going on. Okay, this is installing. Next, here should it's also running our SQL Server. Okay. Meanwhile, this is installing. We have to enable once on the SQL Management Configuration Manager app. We have to enable the always on feature. We'll check services first. Our search is running, and first we'll make agent also as a automatic. SQL Server. This one properties will make automatic apply start. Okay, and these both are running with our administrator account. Okay, and then refresh. Okay, so this is good, and we have to right click on the SQL Server properties, and you can see always on feature is here, and it's already took WSFC cluster name, so it means we can enable the group. For this feature, we can enable always on availability groups. Apply. Is asking to restart and the services again. Okay. Okay. So we can restart from here, or you can restart here. We'll restart from here. SQL Server. Meanwhile, Studio is installing. Here is also near to install. Starting again. Okay, good. So our services are started. So we'll close this one. We'll wait for this management studio and the second node. Okay, so it's starting, just a little more time. Okay, the second node is also ready. We can close, and second node also we can go to the SQL manager and we'll enable the always on. First we'll run the services and make the agent also automatic and turned on. Properties, automatic, apply, start. Okay, okay, so let's go to refresh one more time and see both are running, and right click on the server and we'll make it always on. Here we go, enable, apply. Okay, we'll restart the service one more time. Okay, restart SQL service. Okay, first node completed. And on the other side, we will also run, after stopping and starting this, we will run the SQL Management Studio. So SQL Management Studio 18 is here. I'll pinpoint on my desktop, desk taskbar. Okay, this one also restarted. We'll run the studio here as well to check the performance and everything. Okay, install. Meanwhile, we'll go here. Okay, Windows, the node 1. Okay, because we administrator already there, so I will go for Windows authentications. Okay, so agents are running. Let's see if we can go to the second one. Okay, the second, both replicas we connected here. So what we'll do, we'll start building a AG group. Nothing is there. So we'll start new availability group. Before creating that, we have to do one thing. We go to the in Active Directory. We have to add a record for listener, SQL listener. Okay, we'll go in our DNS. In the home, we'll add a record as SQL dash listener. Okay, and IP address will be 6. If you remember, we said our IP address for the listener will be 6. Okay, that's good. We'll go to the Active Directory. Okay, okay. So we'll create a ETL record also. Add, successfully added, done. Here SQL listener. So we'll go back. Next, okay, AG group name. We'll give SQL AG01 Windows failover cluster. Okay, next. There is no database yet, so we have to create a dummy database. We'll create one database here. New query. You can create database test, execute. Okay, if we see refresh. And before adding to the AG group, you must have backup, full backup of the database. Okay, we have this database, and I'll make a full backup for this one. Okay, full backup. Okay, full backup is done. Now we can create AG group. Next. Okay, SQL-AG01, failover cluster. Select this, it's meeting the prerequisites. Next. Add another replica, will be 2. Connect. Add it if you want automatic or you want synchronous moods and automatic failovers. Okay, and we'll go for listener. Add a listener, SQL-listener. Port is 1433 and IP will be static 6. Add. Next. Automatic seedings. Next. All good. Next. Finish. So it will create AG group. So all good. Finish. And we have our AG group. I'll close this one. No. Okay, so here we'll see we have a primary replica, we have a secondary, we have a databases already, and we have a SQL listener. And if we ping from this or other one, we should have a listener ping into the taskbar. We'll go here. Okay, so ping is coming, and if we go to our failover clusters, okay, so we have a role called AG group node 1 role. If you see, the resources have a listener IP here, and the both nodes are up and running. So now we'll add a third node as with the different multiple subnets. So we'll go that. And here, if we see, refresh, this is synchronized. And if we see the dashboard, so both the databases, everything is synchronized, right? So everything is healthy, good to go. Let's add for the third node. So we'll go in third node and keep in mind this is a different subnet. Okay, so let's first come first. We'll go for the SQL server. We'll run a SQL. One more thing we have to do, same we did. So what we'll do, we'll add another racket with the same name, SQL-listener, and IP will be 10.10.11.3 because we need a one IP from this side. So SQL listener IP, this side, when it's moved, it will be 11.6. We can keep it 6. So it will be 11.6. So we can keep it 6. Similar. So we'll make it 6. So because listener is required for the both R3 or 6, how many replicas, different multiple subnets you need it. Okay, done. So we have two listener with 11 and with 10 subnets. So still you will see it's keep ringing our listener still from the 10.6 because this is the online in the Windows failover cluster. So let's go install the third one. Installation, standalone. Next. Okay. Before installing this, we have to add this node into the failover cluster. Go failover cluster. So see, this is not a member or nothing. So first we have to add this one into the failover cluster. So we'll go to the failover cluster here. And in this, we will add another node with the add a node. Next, and this is browse SQL third node. Next, 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 next. So we will add the node, and then we also have a drive. It's validating the third node. It will create second network with the other subnet 11 into the cluster. Okay, validating. Hopefully it will add the node and bring it up online with the different subnet. Okay, okay, that's fine. One is red because it's asking for heartbeat network. Okay, finish. No need to add on the drives. Next, it will add the third node is here and let it bring it up, joining to the cluster. Up. That's great. Successfully installed. Okay, so we have another node. If you see, it will be a different network. So if you go to the cluster, it's automatically have this network with the 5. And if you go to the networks, you have two networks. One is with the 3 and 4, and one with the 1, which is on the other subnets. Okay, that's great. And we are good to go with these clusters. Okay, good. As of now, one listener, you will see another one here after joining that. Okay, let's go install. We have refresh to it here, refresh. We'll close and open more. Okay, here is populated on the other side as well, 3 nodes. Okay, with the 2 different networks. Okay, so we will install again our SQL Server, let it run. Okay, installation, standalone. Evaluation additions, accept, next. I'll close the backside, next. No need for updates. Okay, database engine. We have A drive, install in A all the directories and everything. Next. Okay, same instance. Okay, so we'll give up the same administrator. Password, same the agent. Password. Next. Okay, we'll add current user, mix mode, password for SA account. Next, next, and installation in progress. Let it be installed and then we'll add into our AG group. Here we go. Both is synchronized because the seeding mode is automatic and synchronizing state is failover is also automatic, and availability mode is synchronous commit. Sometimes they recommended asynchronous commit for the third replica, which is far away from your that's recommendation. But here in the lab, we will do uh, all as the same. When you have a synchronous mode commit, these databases will be in synchronized states all. But if you have asynchronous, the first synchronous or asynchronous, it will be in synchronizing state. So that's normal. Let's go back to the third one. See the progress here. It will take little time. Let's create meanwhile another database. Test2 created, and we'll see refresh. Okay, this one is not in the AG group. We'll add a database into the AG group. Next, full backup required. Meanwhile, we can take backup for this one. Next, good. Let's add this one also into the AG group. Next, this one. Next, connect the second one. Connected. Next, automatic. Created. Added. Success. So we have second also. Let's see. This is also synchronized. All synchronized. So it's so easy. You can have a second database, refresh here. See, both synchronized, and the front side also refresh, synchronized. So let's wait for the third replica. We have two databases now. Okay, this is installed successfully. So first we'll go to the services and run the agent as automatic. SQL, restart, automatic, apply, start, close, okay, and then SQL. This one, go there and enable the always on availability group check. Yes, apply, okay, 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 restart. Okay, stop and starting now. Okay, good. So we will install our management studio also. Next. Okay, meanwhile this is installing. Let's go back to our AG group, and here what we'll do, we'll add another IP for the listener. If you go into the AG group, into the listener, I'll close this one, and here go to the properties. Here you have to add another IP address for 11.6. Remember, we have added this one into the DNS, and now we have to add and tell that always on group that another listener IP is this in case first is gone, so you can have this IP as well. So we'll go here into the listener and we'll add another IP which is already picked up because in the failover cluster we have added another app with this subnet 11. So it's asking, okay, I already have from 10. Now you mean you want to add from 11? Yes, we want to add from 11. Okay, so see, 11 is also added. Okay, that's good. We already have a listener. And now after this is completed, we will add this one to the, this is not a prerequisite, but only I'm installing that. So let it complete, and then I don't want to slow down because my processor on this laptop is getting high. That's why I'm gonna give it a little time. So let it be fully completed, and then free machines will add into the cluster, into the always on replica as another replica. So this time we will add third replica into the first one. Okay, so let's try to connect the third one. We'll try to connect third here, the third server. And we will add a new replica here. Okay, so it will be automatic, another replica. So let it complete. So we'll have enough resources. CPU will be free, so we'll add third one. Okay, good. So our is completed. Now we'll add as a third replica here. I'll just go right click, add replica because this is my primary server. So next, see, it will ask, okay, connect to the existing secondary replicas. Okay, connect. So secondary replica will be the next for the, we already have a secondary replica. So here we'll add the third one, connect. Okay. So this one you can keep it asynchronous and automatic. No need to automatic. You can make it failover. The recommendation is, so this one will stay as a asynchronous state. So then it will be good. So some people keep it like this. So there is a difference between synchronous move commit and asynchronous. You can have see the Google and the YouTube. There is a lot of videos for these two modes, how it works and how this is not our topic. So I'll keep it also like a fully automatic. And but I can show you the state of the databases, so it's better. So I'll try the failover automatic. We can keep it. Then we'll select automatic. It will go to asynchronous, synchronous mode. And when we have a manual failover, it will be asynchronous. So mostly recommended asynchronous for the remote sites. Okay, that's good. And listener is already we have committed, and let's see if there is any error. We'll figure out what is this. Next, automatic seedings. Next, let's check. Okay, next, finish. Let's see. Done. So this is also secondary and close. So see our primary to secondaries, and let's connect here third one, and we can see the status here about the, see, synchronizing states. I told you. Let's see the dashboard. Okay, so all is here. No data loss, no data loss. Two modes, and here is data loss because it's in asynchronous mode. You can see commit mode is asynchronous for this one. So that's why, and the failover is also manual. So these are the our lab, and now we can do a failover. whatever you want. You can failover from here to your next site. So it will be on the next one because still it's not in a it's in asynchronous mode, and then that's why it's showing that there will be a data loss yet. So if you want to change it, it will be easy to right click and change the AG group. This one, properties. So we can change into automatic, and this one we can change into synchronous mode, and we can go OK. So it will apply, and all the databases will be into synchronizing states. So let's see. Here we go, all synchronized, no data loss. And we can check here, refresh, all synchronized. On the second, all synchronized. On the third, all synchronized. Okay, so we can do a failover, but before failover, what I will do, I'll try to ping here listener, and you can see CMD, okay, ping SQL dash listener, okay. Okay, because this one is not yet. Let's see on this side. Ping. Okay, here we have ping. And let's see in the other side, we'll have or not when we'll fail over. Okay, go there. Here we are having. Let's do a failover. Okay, go to the third one. No data loss, everything is okay. Next, connect to the third, connected, next, finish. It's going failover. All our databases are up to date. That's great. Finish. See, this is not yet synchronizing. Here is gone. So we'll check the status of the listener. See, listener is gone because you have to do a flush DNS. See, now it's coming from 11.6. So there is also change. It's automatically this subnet because it's no. So that's why it's changed, and reply came from this side as well. So now our everything is fine. We are switched over to the another database, another failover to the remote side, synchronize. Let's see, the primary is this one now. And I'll go into the AG group and we can check. Here is our primary AG group. And we'll go here. See, this is the primary and these two secondary now. And database is in the side. And I will check the dashboard here. All good to go. Okay, guys, so this was the video was want to share with you. Hope you guys love this video, and I will do my humble request. Do not forget to subscribe my channel. This is I did so much, hard work to create this lab. So please do not forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon for the upcoming videos. Take care, guys. If you have any suggestions or any troubles in this lab, please contact me in the comments. I will try to address that comments and help you guys. Take care. Bye bye.